All right, when we finished the problem statement last time, but now we're ready to go ahead and go in and do a flow chart. So let me just move this over here for a little bit. Whoops, where'd it go? There we go. And I have already started the flow chart because, again, I don't want this to be an hour-long video. So the first thing I did was take all of these constant values and place them here in assignments. Then I have my 3 input, and I put them here. Wait a minute. Original price. I forgot one here. Cost age. So cost age is another one. So there's my 4 inputs. And then what I did is come down here. I've done these math here, and then I've done these output. And this is exactly how you should do your flow chart. Do everything first, all the things, and then leave the decisions until later. So if I run this, it will run without any red boxes. So I'll put $100, and then here I'll put 9, 9, and then 9. And you can see it's $100, and there's no discount, and it's $100 subtotal, and there's no tax, and it's $100. So everything is working, but we're missing a big chunk of the stuff right in the middle here. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So you can see I have a contractor, and we're going to do the build and test methodology for this. So I have a decision to make, and the decision is going to be contractor equals yes. Control C. Control V. And if that's true, then I'm going to assign the tax rate. Okay, so it's going to be disc rate. Control C. Control V. And it's going to be the con disc rate. Control C. Control V. All right, so let's go ahead now and test that with our practice data. I know what happened here. Let's go back into hardware, and there's our first test. So original price is $1,000. Is it a contractor? Yes. And again, I have to put that in quotes. Employee, no. What's the customer's age? Is 45. And you can see 1,000 that matches, 200 that matches, 800. Tax rate is 64. That does not match. So let's see what happened. Why did the tax end up being 0? And let's go down here. So here's the tax. And you can see that the tax is the subtotal. And that was correct. Times the tax rate. That is incorrect. See, so it should be sales tax rate. So I made a mistake. Control C. And let's go down here. And that's why we do the build and test methodology. Is that sometimes mistakes happen, and I don't want to do the whole thing to find out I had an error. All right, and let's take a look at our problem statement and make sure that our tax is correct. It is. So this somehow got off on the wrong thing. So let's go ahead and run it again. And again, it's original price is 1,000. And yes. And no. Yeah. All right, we'll try this again. 1,000. Yes. No. Customer's age is 45. 1,000, 200, 800, 64, 864. Good. So that's working. So now we're going to go ahead and do this next one. So this is the next one we want to do right here. And because we want to do the employee next, that's the next highest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these two, paste it over here, and then go back into my thing, and I'm going to get employee, Control C, Control V, and then this is going to be the emp disk rate, Control C. So again, a lot less copying and pasting if you do it my way, Control V. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it and see. The original price is 100. Whoops. And contractor is no. Employee is yes. Customer's age is 33. So 100, 10, 90, 720, 9702. Notice it's not two decimal places, but we don't care. All right, so that we only have one more to do, and that's when we have a 99-year-old person. Actually, we have to do one more before that. Now, I don't have 4 tests. I have 3 tests. Let's do one more with the over 1,000. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, paste it over here. And for this one, we're going to have to change it to, it's going to be a lot different. So I'm going to copy this entire thing, Control C, and then Control V. But this one only is going to change to the large order disk rate. Control C, Control V. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and run this again. It'll be $1,000, and it will be no, no, and let's put 20. Oh, see what I did? And I ended up with L. Sisson in there. I copied too much. Probably already saw that. I said, hey, what's he doing? All right, so we just do the 2 things we're counting. There we go. All right, let's try that again. We have $1,000. No. No. 20. All right, so original price, $50. So that's a 55% discount. And then that's working, and that's working, and that's working. Okay, so now we have one more thing to do here before we move on to the age, and that is we have this disk rate equals 0. Okay, and then if I run it one more time, I will have a $10 order. No. No. Customer's age is 10. And a $10 order with no discounts, subtotal, and then 8 cents or 8%. So we can see that's all working. And now we have one last thing to do, and that is to add the age issue. So again, I have this down here. Now this is not has nothing to do with this decision, so it has to be a totally new one. This is stacked because the age is sales tax and has nothing to do with the discount. And again, we're going to change the sales tax rate to 0. So I'm going to Control C. And I'm going to add an assignment. And that is going to be Control V and 0. All right, so we just got to test it one more time. And for this one, we're going to have, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, 1,000. No. Whoops. Customer's age is 100. So we should end up with no sales tax. And that's really what we want. So you can see a 5%. Subtotal is 950, no tax, and 950. So this is all working perfectly now. But we do have one more issue. And that is we're asking a stupid question. So let me zoom in. Make this a little bit smaller. So when we ask contractor and it ends up with a 20% discount, why are we asking it for whether they're an employee or not? This doesn't matter if this is true. So what we want is, we actually want this input to be placed here. So if it says contractor, then it goes here, and we never ask about employee. If it's not a contractor, then we do ask if they're an employee. So this is an important consideration. We don't want to have that input popping up if there's no reason for it to be there. And then when we code it, we're going to have to code it that way too. All right, and that's what we're going to go to next. But let's go ahead and click on View, create flowchart meta file, go into our lessons, and we're going to call this hardware flow, and then press save because the .emf will automatically be placed on there. All right, and then we'll go on to coding next.